On today's episode, I am in South Sioux City, Nebraska at LiteForm, of all places, to pick up some materials for my patio or bunker project. You guys, you're gonna wanna check this out. This is an interesting place. Let's go inside and take a look. All right, we're inside here, and Joe here, who's in sales, is gonna help me out and show me what this LiteDeck and LiteForm is all about.
Yeah, so this is a display we use to show kind of how LiteDeck works. What we have our base system here, which is a 6-inch foam form. It's got steel studs embedded in it, and this is simulating sitting on a 6-inch ICF wall. We overlap, it sits right on the edge of the wall, and then you're gonna form up the outside of your wall to either by foam or with wood, and it's going to be a perimeter beam when this all pours in. Your verticals coming out of the wall will bend down into the beam pockets to kind of tie everything together. As you can see, that concrete forms a joist, if you will, and it's all integrated all together to become just a very, very strong permanent floor to walk on, or ceiling, depending what you want to use it for.
Great, so if I design my system to set right on the inside of the ICF wall, just like this, you're saying I did it right?
Yep.
At least I did something right.
There you go.
Yeah. How about waterproofing between, like, just to waterproof the basement area, because since this is going to be an expansion.
Exposed to the elements outside?
Yes, this will be our patio. How do I keep the water that could migrate through the concrete, call it the topping slab, into the basement below, or the bunker below?
Right. Well, there's a couple different ways. You can waterproof the top with some type of covering of your choice, but what a lot of people will do is they will do a 2-pour. Instead of pouring it once, we'll make these beam pockets a little bit longer, and then we're just going to pour the beam pocket first. So we're going to come in here and we're going to pour that concrete flush to the top. And then we're going to put a peel and stick 60 mil membrane down over the top of it all, and then we'll come in and we'll pour that cover pour on top.
Okay.
So that way, if any water does kind of migrate down through this, it's going to stop at that polyguard and work its way out.
All right, Joe, what do we got here in this display?
We got a lot of things going on here. This is kind of our ICF wall. It's also our under slab foam, our FlexBoard 25. We have our wall bracing system. We have our Lightfoot shallow frost protected footing system. We got our friend the Frost Monster there.
And it looks like you have some of his kids here too.
Yep,
it's a whole family.
They breed like crazy. Come about March, they're all over, and that's what ruins your concrete.
Okay.
You know, you guys
little gremlins.
Yeah, you've tripped on concrete. You know, that heaves up on sidewalks. That doesn't have this under it. If you put this foam underneath it, you don't have that problem anymore, because the frost doesn't lift up your concrete.
And you can put this right under a concrete slab or sidewalk that has nothing else around it. And
absolutely.
This really helps with it, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to sit there, and it's not going to move. It's just going to stay there.
Man.
The concrete, so it bonds to this foam, so you're going to get a little added strength too.
Okay. Okay. Now I see you've got, instead of like a traditional steel rebar, you've got fiberglass. Why is that?
Light bar. That is, well, because it's better than steel. In a flat slab setting, so if you're just talking tensile strength, this is about double the tensile strength of steel.
Okay.
The other nice thing about it is it's very lightweight. This is a 20-foot stick, so weight-wise, this is nothing.
No kidding.
Okay, compared to steel, you can feel that thing.
Just kidding.
Yeah, so one guy.
That's pretty good.
One guy can handle 50 of these.
Right.
You know, so for transportation, storage, all that stuff. It's never going to rust, corrode, which is a big reason why we're tearing projects out and fixing them, because the bar fails over time, just because concrete is porous. Water gets down to it, rust expands, stuff cracks. This kind of eliminates that. This is getting more and more popular by the day. It's kind of the thing of the future, I think, especially in slab setting.
Okay. Just like anything, everybody wants to know what's the cost difference.
It's very comparable. For a long time, it was cheaper than steel when steel went up. Now they're depending where you're getting it from, it's within percentage point. I mean, it's very small gap.
So a lot of reasons why to go to this and you're not, so a lot of times you pay extra for these better materials or better properties,
Right.
better features, but in this case,
Yeah.
it sounds like it's pretty comparable on price. That means there's a really good reason to get it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. This is a pretty neat display here. We've got an actual footing representation here, and the wall, and the supports, or I should call it the reinforcements with the fiberglass rod, the light rod.
Yep.
Is there anything unique about this besides it being ICFs? Oh, I see a frost. This is a frost piece
so
here.
This is shallow frost protected footing. This saves you from having to dig down below the frost line.
Okay.
So it's going to save you labor. It's going to save you concrete. What it does, same concept as what the flex board does. It's going to insulate that concrete from the ground. Or more importantly, it's going to insulate the ground from freezing temperature.
Okay.
So the ground temperature is 55 degrees around here, and it's going to reflect that heat back down. So it doesn't allow it to freeze, doesn't allow it to come up.
Okay. Okay. Wow, I wish I would have known about this before I dug full depth. I might have been able to save some digging and a lot of cost that way. You know, look at this, guys. This is that form, and it acts as a form as well, doesn't it? Okay.
You lay them out, and you pour your concrete in it.
All right. Could this replace like a thickened slab? You do a shallower footing and then do the slab on top of it? Is that something
Yeah, people
you've
will do
seen?
that. They'll do a monolithic pour where they come in and,
Yep.
and just do the whole thing.
So it almost maybe functions as a thickened slab. It just does it a different way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, then you want to put foam on the inside as well.
You're right.
Put that flex board, and then you do a 2-foot perimeter around the outside as well, just to keep that extra insurance that no frost gets down in that. So you dig it down and you come in and backfill with dirt
Okay.
to the top of it.
Okay, very good. Well, now we're gonna go check out how they manufacture this stuff. It is some proprietary processes, and obviously with that, not everybody can see it, but I'll be happy to tell you how awesome it was in person. All right, Joe, you ready?
Yep.
All right. All right, guys, we stepped outside here, and Joe's gonna show me the raw material that goes into this. I thought he was gonna offer me coffee, but it turns out he's just gonna show me the differences.
Yeah, so this is just the styrofoam bead in its raw form. It's very small, very fine, and then you just puff it up like you're popping popcorn.
And this is what I'm used to, is it just blows away into the wind, right?
Yep.
It's just a mess when it's like this.
Yeah.
He was telling me that they truck in 40,000 pounds on a truck, and I was thinking it was gonna be super light, but no, they get some serious weight out of this. And 2,000-pound bags that are those traditional, what do they call it? Big sacks?
It's a big sack of feed, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well that's pretty neat. I was able to show you that, but we're gonna get back to the tour. Well, the tour has come to an end, and I'm getting finished loading here. I'm getting loaded, finished loading, something like that. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you need some LiteDeck or some ICFs, check out LiteForm. Pretty cool company and great product. All right, guys, God bless.